Hey guys, how's it going? Richard here with Alien Bros, and boy do I got some crazy stuff to share with you guys today. I have a couple of incredible UFO sightings for you guys, and then I have some very strange news that I think you guys will find very interesting. First though, as usual, let's start with the UFO sightings. The first sighting I want to share with you guys comes from a source out in Muskego, Wisconsin, and was recorded on July 30th of 2018. It is rather long, but it is easily some of the most incredible raw footage that I have ever seen. It shows the UFO shape shifting as the source recorded it and captured two separate videos, the first being 6 minutes long, and the second being 3 minutes long. For the sake of time, we'll only be sharing the 6-minute video, as the 3-minute video does not show anything significantly different. The 6-minute one is also higher quality. This footage has me scratching my head, and I think it'll have you guys doing the same. I'll play you guys the clip, and we'll get into more details of the sighting afterwards, alright? Here it is. Alright, now before I start giving my personal thoughts on this sighting, I'll read you guys the witness's statement. The statement reads, and I quote, "In the early morning of July 30th, 2018 at around 3:20 a.m., as I laid down to bed, I noticed a particularly bright star in the southern sky, to the right and lower than the moon. I thought nothing of it, except it was pretty. But when I looked at it after taking my glasses off, it seemed to be emitting symbols of some kind. I put my glasses back on and no longer saw anything aside from the star. I did this several times, and then decided I had to get up and try to get video of it on my cell phone. My recording does not show any symbols, but it does show a star that doubles to 2 and makes circles, squares, and triangle shapes. I watched it for at least 20 minutes, recording it twice. The first recording, that is about 3 minutes, is pretty shaky because I never videoed anything like that at night. The second recording, about double the time, is steadier. When I watched the videos the next day, I still did not see any symbols, but when I enlarged it on my phone with my fingers, it shows the star changing into 2 and varying between circles, squares, and triangles. I submitted it to another UFO online website, but they stated they only saw a tiny light-colored speck of light, so I wanted to get your opinion on it. I don't think that they were able to enlarge it like I can on my phone. Please take a look if you could and provide me with a second opinion. Other people that I've shown this to, co-workers, families, friends, etc., can all see it moving and changing shape. Has anyone else experienced this? Thank you for your time." That is the end of the witness's statement. Now, this footage is honestly some of the most compelling footage of a UFO that I have ever seen. I've tried up and down to debunk this sighting, and I have yet to be able to come up with a working explanation. The object shifts into multiple different shapes and clearly is nothing conventional. I've never seen a typical aircraft such as a plane or drone that is capable of behaving in the way this object did. This is one incredible capture. We have seen a lot of footage of shape-shifting UFOs on this channel, but this one by far takes the cake. In a way, it is almost freaky to watch, and it makes me wonder what it is we're dealing with here. I'm not saying this object is under the control of hostile aliens or something like that, but it does worry me. I am more so worried if the government has this sort of tech. Anyone that has followed my channel for any amount of time knows I do not trust the government, and I don't like the idea of advanced tech like this in the hands of humans that will likely abuse it. I will stop myself now before I go off on a tangent and get myself back on topic. This is some very crazy technology though. This object sits there in the sky, continuously changing shapes, and I've never seen an object display these characteristics for the length of time that this one did. However, there is also a possibility that this could be multiple smaller objects acting in coordination with one another. However, I find that to be unlikely, especially when considering the fact that it would be unnecessary and help accomplish nothing. At least in my opinion, however, anything is possible though, and maybe the maneuver serves some sort of function to the craft that I simply do not understand. Still though, I'm leaning towards this being a single shape-shifting craft. It just makes more sense to me. Now, as far as conventional mundane explanations go, this sighting hasn't matched up with any of the typical culprits. I have a long list of objects that are commonly mistaken for UFOs, such as flares, planes, drones, helicopters, satellites, rocket launches, planets, stars, publicly known military craft, lightning, the list goes on and on. Nothing matches up with this sighting. If any of you guys have any ideas as to what this could be, then definitely let us know down in the comments, because if it's something I haven't thought of, then I definitely want to hear your theory. You guys always help me out tremendously with these types of sightings, and I love how we can all work together to solve the mysteries behind these sightings. Whatever this thing is, it is a unique sighting, and honestly, one of the types of sightings that keep me doing this research. It reminds me of just how little we know about this strange universe we live in. Be sure to leave your thoughts on this sighting down in the comments, and let me and everyone else know what you believe it is that the witness recorded in this sighting. It is definitely some strange stuff though, that's for sure. Alright, so next I have a sighting for you guys that was originally shared by both our friends UFO Man and the Hidden Underbelly 2.0 on their channels, and of course the links to the original UFO Man and Hidden Underbelly videos will be down in the video description as always. This footage was captured over Trebarkle Lake in Russia on July 9th of 2018. This footage shows a group of strange lights which were recorded by an anonymous witness and her young child. It shows what seems to be multiple UFOs hovering over the horizon of Trebarkle Lake, and it is some strange stuff. I'll play you guys the footage now, and we'll analyze it and discuss it more afterwards, alright? Here it is. So when I first watched this clip, I immediately assumed without even finishing the clip that this was most likely a boat out on the water, and these were simply the lights from the boat. I am sure many of you guys thought the same thing. However, when the lights then proceeded to disappear while new ones appeared, I knew then that this was no boat. What it is though, I'm not totally sure. It's very hard to gauge exactly how high up these lights are in the sky, but they appear to be somewhat close to the water. The random flashes of light that appear makes me wonder exactly what could be going on with these lights. The behavior and brightness of these lights immediately allowed me to rule out flares and added more mystery to this sighting. I have never seen any form of flares, military nor civilian, that behave in the way that these objects did. Whatever they are certainly creepy. I think it's fair to rule out drones as well, considering again the behavior of these objects, their brightness, and their apparently large size. What could these objects be? What did this family witness? We need answers. I think there is a lot more to this sighting than what meets the eye. What could be behind these strange lights? Are they alien, or are they something else? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Who or what do you think was behind these lights? Are they friend or foe? These questions need to be answered, and we will not stop asking them until we get those answers. Alright, now let's move on to our next UFO sighting of the day. This is a video that was captured over Phoenix, Arizona on July 31st of 2018, and it appears to show these two strange lights hovering in the sky while also moving and fading in and out. Unfortunately, the footage is rather shaky, but the actions of the objects filmed in this clip are certainly noteworthy enough to ignore the shaking of the footage. Many of you have likely heard of the famous Phoenix Lights incident, or Lights over Phoenix some call it, which occurred on March 13th of 1997, where a V-shaped formation of lights was witnessed by thousands of people, including the governor at that time, who even had to do a press conference in response to the sightings. Needless to say, Phoenix was a huge incident and possibly one of the most significant UFO sightings ever, putting Phoenix on the map when it comes to the UFO history. This sighting I'm about to share with you guys is not like the original Phoenix Lights incident, but it is certainly strange and only serves to prove further that Phoenix is a hotspot when it comes to unidentified aerial phenomenon. This sighting was rather shaky, so I did attempt to somewhat stabilize it for you guys though, so you'll have an easier time viewing the behavior of these objects, and however is nowhere near perfect, and I do apologize for the shakiness of the footage. Remember, this was filmed by a normal person like you and I unexpectedly with their cell phone, and therefore is not super high quality, and the clip is another rather long one. If you watch the footage the whole way through though, the object's behaviors are certainly noteworthy as I mentioned earlier, and it has me wondering what these could be. Let's go ahead and roll the clip and we'll talk more on it afterwards, alright? Here it is.
July 30th, 9:16 at night. There are two lights in the distance, very similar to what I saw a few years ago during a monsoon storm. And yeah, two lights. I'd zoom in, but it gets all crazy when I do so. I spotted this thing a few minutes ago, and that one light appears to be getting brighter while the other one seems to be getting towards it and dimming out. And now they're both dimming. Still kind of see them. Gonna try to zoom in a little bit. But it looks very similar to the two lights I saw a while back, which was a few years ago during a summer monsoon just like this, and there was a really bright flash of lightning there. And it would appear that that one light seems to be moving now, while the other one seems to kind of be sitting there. And they're kind of moving to where I can't really see them now. Well, they're kind of moving out of sight. And that one that was on the left seems to be getting really bright now, while the other one appears to be dimming out. You see that one on the right appears to have dimmed out, while that one is still bright. And now that one's lighting up. What in the hell is that? And dimming out, that one's getting brighter. dimming on the right, left one still bright. And the one on the right disappeared for a second, now it's back. Seems to be flickering in and out. And I don't see it at all. Just leaving the one on the right there. Sorry, I'm so shaky with the damn camera. You barely even move this thing and it goes all crazy. I'll see if there's a way to stabilize it. Now there seems to be a light under it. That might actually be a plane. Or it could be the same thing. Can't tell from here. Gonna try to send this in to secure team. Oh, it's gone. And back. Okay, so I see what happened. It passed by one of the palm trees. And now I'm not seeing it.
So this footage stuck out to me as odd for a couple of reasons. The first being the fact that these objects were able to remain stagnant in the sky and then move slowly across the sky as though they were watching or looking for something. I considered the possibility of this being drones, but their behavior and the way they fade in and out makes me think these are not likely to be drones. I'm not really sure what they are. They seem to be rather high up in the sky. At one point, there's what appears to be an airplane that flies beneath the objects, and it gives me enough evidence to assume that these crafts are very high up in the sky, likely above the commercial airline flight paths, a height that civilian drones are not capable of reaching, nor legally allowed to fly at. These are clearly objects under some form of intelligent control, so there must be someone or something piloting these objects. Maybe these are some sort of military aircraft. I don't think it's impossible, but it does seem highly unlikely considering they're being flown around a residential area where people are capable of filming the objects in question, just like the source of this video did. What do you guys think though? Are these objects under intelligent control? If so, who or what is piloting them? Are they nothing more than some mundane phenomenon that we simply haven't thought of yet? Leave your thoughts on this sighting down in the comments, and if you have more information or footage of this sighting, or captured a similar sighting yourself, then definitely send us over an email, and we'll work together to get to the bottom of what it is that you saw. Alright, now I want to get into a bit of interesting news that I have for you guys. The first bit being about beachgoers in Vietnam that have recently discovered a shocking sea creature with squirming tentacles that has baffled locals. In the video, the alien-looking creature, which does not appear to have a face, wriggles its many black tentacles, which you're seeing that video right now. Locals found the so-called monster washed up on the Kinh Gang province of southern Vietnam. Speculation online blew up after this video was uploaded, with viewers questioning whether the creature was an alien, or an unknown animal, or simply a plant. Some theorists liken the creature to something out of a science fiction movie. Du Mandu, the man who spotted it, took the creature from the beach to a nearby green table where he filmed the mysterious organism. The tour guide recorded the creature moving its tentacles in the air before touching the tentacles, which appeared to have moved towards him. In my opinion, it was a brave move, considering he didn't know if that thing could be poisonous. I would not have touched it. Anyway, he remarked that, "I don't know whether it's an animal, vegetation, or something else." Another beachgoer named Kim Tho said, "It's a monster. One day it will come back out of the ocean and it'll be 10 times bigger." The mysterious sea dweller was later released back into the ocean, and experts are divided over what the sea creature was, with some claiming it may be a basket starfish, which usually lives in South America. Others believe it was a piece of seaweed reacting to the air. Mike Van Keulen, a marine biology expert from Murdoch University, told Yahoo 7 News that the creature was likely a member of the brittle star group, which are closely related to starfish. Whatever it is though, it's definitely weird, and it is a great example of the many wonders left to be discovered in our world's oceans. It is certainly alien. I think that if we want to find alien life, the best place to look is down in the ocean. In other news, another strange case of cattle mutilation has recently occurred in Argentina, and it has locals there searching desperately for answers. Local farmers in Santa Fe, northeastern Argentina, have seen 7 cows killed and mutilated, with some believing extraterrestrials are killing the bovine animals. Witnesses claim the cows look as if they were attacked with lasers, while strange markings were also found on their tongues and genitals. Farmers in the region are blaming aliens or the mythical chupacabra, a myth from South America which supposedly feeds on the blood of animals. Norberto Bieri, owner of one of the 7 cows, told local media that they did not have tongues or flesh around the jaw, but they did not take any animals away or remove their bones. The images that you're seeing now are of one of the 7 cows that were mutilated by what many people feel were aliens or a chupacabra. In my opinion, this was either aliens or a very well thought out occult ritual done with some very expensive and hard to obtain medical equipment, and I have my doubts that this was done by humans. The incisions are just too perfect, and the fact that there is no blood to be seen, which is typical in cattle mutilation cases, means that the cows must have been drained of all the blood in their bodies before being mutilated with laser precision. Samples were sent to the lab to be analyzed, and results indicated that the cattle had not been shot or poisoned, adding more mystery to the air surrounding these mutilations. The ones who did the attacking were obviously collecting certain organs of lower life forms to be studied or experimented on, which would be a logical thing to do for a more advanced species. Would this have been done by humans, though? I don't think that's likely. Some people have blamed the United States government for these mutilations in the past, but if they wanted to conduct these sort of experiments, they could have easily just purchased their own livestock and avoid the disgust and dismay of people that now want answers on what this was about and why whoever or whatever did it. And why in the world have they committed this strange and disgusting act? I think this may have been a gathering of DNA, and I feel it is likely that this was done by a higher species that is not of this world, as humans would have no logical reason to perform such an act. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This is definitely some strange stuff, and as usual, it just leaves us on a search for answers that results in even more questions than what we started with. Still, I think one day we will have our answers, and disclosure of the alien phenomenon will come in due time. As usual, the search for answers will continue, and something will give at some point, I guarantee it, and I don't think that we will be the ones giving in either. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, but stay tuned because there is a lot more coming and we will have it posted very soon. If you liked the video, then please don't forget to smash that like button on your way out, share it, comment, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell. It really helps us out, and it'll let you guys stay up to date by sending you a message straight to your inbox every time we upload a video, and you can stay on the up and up with all the latest alternative news. And remember, if you don't tap that bell button, you won't get all of our content sent to your inbox. YouTube is doing a very big job here trying to censor our channel and other channels just like it. Almost none of our subscribers are seeing our content. We keep getting complaints about it, and we're trying to get around that. Also, if you want updates on when our videos will be coming out, then please go follow our Facebook page. The link is down in the video description. If you have some UFO footage or evidence that you would like us to feature on the channel, then please email it over to us. Our email is down in the description as well, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you guys want to help keep this channel going strong, then donating even $1 a month to our Patreon would be extremely appreciated, because YouTube isn't paying us, so this is all out of pocket for us. However, as I have said many times before, we love it and we won't be quitting anytime soon. Thanks again for your support, guys. It means a lot to us, and don't forget to browse the channel if you're new and get yourself up to speed. As always, I'm Richard with Alien Bros, and I'll see you guys again next video.